A very good morning, students. Welcome back to your science class. In our last class, we started chapter number 18, Wastewater Story. From that chapter, we have studied some topics, and today we are going to study these particular topics. So let's start. Manholes. A manhole is a covered vertical hole in the ground, pavement, or road above the underground sewer pipeline through which a worker can go down up to the sewer pipes for inspection, cleaning, etc. Manholes are provided at every 50 to 60-meter distance in the main sewer pipeline. Manholes are also provided at the junction of two or more sewers and at points where there is a change in the direction of the sewer line. Now, the treatment of polluted water. Wastewater treatment is a process used to remove contaminants and make the water usable. It consists of wastewater collection, screening, primary treatment, secondary treatment, and then final treatment. Screening is one of the first stages in the process of treating wastewater. In this process, the larger objects are removed from the wastewater and then moved into the grit and sand removal tank. Then, primary treatment. Wastewater after screening is taken for primary treatment where all the organic waste is removed. Primary treatment is done by pouring the wastewater into big tanks for the solid matter to settle at the surface of the tanks. After that, the settled solids after primary treatment are called the sludge. It is decomposed by the bacteria and the gas emitted is known as biogas, which can be used as fuel or can be used to generate electricity. And then, secondary treatment. Water after primary treatment is passed through a tank called aeration lane, where the air is tapped into the water to increase the growth of aerobic bacteria. Bacteria break down small particles of sludge that escaped after primary treatment. And then, activated sludge. After the secondary treatment, the broken down sludge settles down at the base of a huge tank known as activated sludge. It contains air in it. And in the last, final treatment. The activated sludge is passed through a bed of sand drawing machine where the sludge is dried up and the water is filtered out. The water is directed to flow over a wall wherein it gets filtered through sand bed to eliminate additional particles if any. This water that is filtered is then released into the river. Better housekeeping practices. Cooking oil and fats should not be thrown down the drain as the fats clog and block the pipes. Used tea leaves, solid food remains, soft toys, cotton, sanitary towels, etc. should not be thrown in drains as do not allow free flow of oxygen. This hampers the degradation process. Sanitation. Sanitation generally refers to the provision of facilities and services for the safe disposal of human urine and feces. Poor sanitation causes a large number of diseases and health hazards. Vermi-posting toilet. In this process, the waste sewage slurry collected from sewage disposal systems are treated with earthworms, wigglers, and tiger worms. They decompose the fecal matter, kitchen waste, and other household organic waste. It is a very simple, hygienic, and low water consuming process with no odor or flies problem. At last, septic tanks. The septic tank is a buried, watertight container usually made of concrete polythene in which sewage is collected and allowed to decompose through bacterial activity before draining by means of a soak away. Septic tanks are suitable for places where there is no sewerage system, for hospitals, isolated buildings, or a cluster of 4 to 5 houses. Some organizations offer hygienic on site human waste disposal technology. These toilets do not require scavenging. Excreta from the toilet seats flow through covered drains into a biogas plant. The biogas produced is used as a source of energy. The anaerobic bacteria break down most of the solid organic matter present in human excreta, due to which the volume of solid waste is reduced too much. The digested solid waste keeps on depositing at the bottom of septic tank. The watery waste is also cleaned by anaerobic bacteria. The excess water goes out of the septic tank through the outlet pipe and get absorbed in soil. Second, composting pits. These are self-sustained human waste disposal units which is not connected to a sewer line or a septic tank. A composting toilet breaks down and dehydrates human waste to compost. Chemical toilets. These toilets have limited storage capacity for human waste and need to be emptied periodically. These are the toilets which use chemically treated reservoir located just below the toilet seats. The chemicals reduce the foul smell coming out of the human excrete and carry out partial disinfection of human waste. The last topic, sanitation at public places. In our country, fairs are organized periodically. A large number of people participate in them. In the same way, railway stations, bus depots, airports, hospitals, and very busy places are very busy places. Thousands of people visit them daily, which generate large amount of waste. It must be disposed properly, otherwise epidemics could break out. The government has laid down certain standards of sanitation. Unfortunately, they are not strictly enforced. We should not scatter litter anywhere. If there is no dustbin inside, we should carry the litter at home and throw it in the dustbin. So, the conclusion of whatever we studied in this chapter is that we all have a role to play in keeping our environment clean and healthy. We must realize our responsibility in maintaining the water sources in a healthy state. Adopting good sanitation practices should be our way of life. As an agent of change, your individual initiative will make a great difference. Influence others with your energy, ideas, and optimum. A lot can be done if people work together. There's a great power in collective action. As an active citizen, we have many responsibilities regarding sanitation. These can be to ensure that our surroundings are clean, to ensure that the sewerage system in our house is properly managed. If any leakage or an open drain in the sewerage system is present, then it should be reported to the municipality or the Gram Panchayats to insist that the open drain must be covered properly and several air and waterborne diseases can be prevented. As Mahatma Gandhi said, no one needs to wait for anyone else to adopt a human and enlightened course of action. So, this was all about our chapter Wastewater story. I hope that you have understood all the topics which we have studied in this chapter. Study well, take care. See you in your next class.